Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am driving this. This is the Mercedes AMG GT. Yes, it is a Mercedes-Benz car which replaced, or rather, it replaced the Mercedes SLS AMG. Look at those gull-wing doors. They're absolutely cool. But you know what? One of the wheel came off. If you follow me on Instagram, you know why. And this is of course the Mercedes AMG GT. What a beauty, look at it, it's an angry beast. Okay, the facelift was launched in 2017 and the facelift obviously got the Pan America grille, Americana grille I think, which actually goes back to the 50s when Mercedes had some race cars. Anyways, the car looks absolutely dope. It looks like an angry machine which is all ready to roar. The lights are beautiful as well. Now Mercedes actually gave the AMG GT a facelift, so the lights have become sharper. They like this LED boomerangs like this, sharper, 3 lights inside. Actually, one major projector. It's a work of art how Mercedes-Benz does its lights. It says AMG right there because, of course, it's an AMG car, and because the light has some little dirtiness inside, you can see LED high performance. The lights are absolutely amazing. And you know what? Look at the winglets here. That is to cool the radiators on either side. You obviously get front parking sensors. Car is really very low, but not as low as the AMG GTR. And you get the Mercedes logo here, big one. And you get another Mercedes logo here. Lights are super nice, super aggressive. Somehow they don't resemble the AMG SLS. Sorry, SLS AMG. That time Mercedes never called it the other way. Anyways, you know what? In certain variants of the car, the winglets also open and close. The louvers behind the grille, they open and close for aerodynamic purpose and to reduce drag. So, what do we always do when we get to a car? We obviously open the engine bay of the vehicle. What a long hood. That's like 3.5 kilometers long. Actually, 3.75 kilometers long. The engine is pushed close to the cabin. That's why it is a front mid engine and handcrafted one man, one engine philosophy of Mercedes AMG. So it's handcrafted by Alexander Kroth. His name is written right there. And obviously we've got insulation and whatnot. Look at the size of the hood. Isn't that absolutely mind-bogglingly long? And I think that's a functional air vent as well. Anyways, the air vents are over there. So this is the beautiful Mercedes AMG GT Roadster. Coming to the wheels, the size of the front wheel happens to be 265/35/19. It says carbon ceramic disc. The size of the disc is bigger than the size of the wheel of a Renault Duster, I kid you not. This is also quite cool, you know, how this thing works. Yeah, that's nice as well. Meanwhile, it says V8 bi-turbo, no mistaking it for anything less. This is a full-blown AMG. And as you can see from the side, you know, yes, ground clearance is on the lower side. It looks beautiful. The rear size of the tire, the rear tire size is actually bigger. It uses a staggered tire setup. So the rear tire size happens to be a 295/30/20. Now this is optional on this particular vehicle. Coming to the rear, again, it's a work of art. It might remind you of the SLS AMG. That's the reason why we have one here with us. Twin exhaust, and these are actually functional, unlike the case of most Mercedes cars. And here, dynamic swipe indicators. They also look really cool. So it's not giving the dynamic swipe somehow right now, but usually it does the dynamic swipe. And it says AMG everywhere, every corner. Beautiful. What a car. I think half the car is actually occupied by none other than the hood itself. But you know, I know what you guys are saying. You need to see the roof. So here we're going to open the roof of the vehicle right away. And there, first things first, the window comes down and there the roof packs. Now the beauty here is, just look at it, okay? The way this thing closes is boomerang worthy. Yeah, oh my god, that's like Transformers happening right there. What a beauty. Not Neha, I'm talking about the car. Now coming to the rear, I didn't show you one thing, which is the rear spoiler, which can be deployed. Auto deploys at speed, otherwise you can press a button and deploy. There it's deployed, and I'm sure you guys want to hear how the car sounds. So without much ado, we're going to turn on the vehicle to hear how it sounds. But you know, although I've told Neha to do this, I've given her great instructions. I kept the key with me. I'm so sorry about that. It was done intentionally. Anyways, not really. Turn on the vehicle and here we go. Left foot on the brake and Sport Plus. Now. Oh my god. That's it. The whole neighborhood is going to wake up. We can turn off the vehicle. You don't have to leave right now. Hello, ma'am. Wait. There are cars in front. There's a Mercedes SLS AMG. You just ran over the car and you busted the tire. What is happening? Reverse now. Reverse. The car will burn because of the heat. The car heats a lot. It's got 8 cylinders. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, SLS. Are you okay? Okay, this is high level overacting. This also has a similar rear spoiler. Only thing is you have to flip the car to open it. Somehow it doesn't stay deployed. There it is. Anyways, let's get inside the vehicle. You've seen the car, of course, from the side. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's got some crazy amount of technology as well. Turn off the car, turn off the car. With auntie out of the way, it's time for us to get in. But before that, let's have a look at the boot, which means opening the boot by pressing this button. There the boot opens and you can just pull it up because the rear spoiler. Oh my god, the rear spoiler is really dirty because obviously it is gathering a lot of dirt. Boot space is only 165 liters. Why so? First and foremost, obviously because it's a convertible, there's a lot of space which has been kept just to accommodate the roof mechanism. And you can get the roof in 3 colors. I think there's black, beige and maroon as well. And another reason for the boot to be small is the fact that the gearbox is actually positioned here and not at the front, it's at the rear. Yeah, that 7 G-Tronic or no, AMG Speedshift 7-speed gearbox is actually at the rear. So boot is not very usable as such, but if you are expecting a spare wheel here, you are absolutely wrong. Here is the toolkit of the vehicle. There's a speaker as well, and you know, it attracts a lot of attention. People come all the time, want to see what's happening. That's absolutely crazy. So like I was telling you, this is super cool, isn't it? Now this has been done to actually reduce the wind noise, and this glass can be removed again to reduce the wind noise. Not really works much as such. The car looks beautiful when you have the door open. So right now one of the doors is open. We're going to quickly get in from the other side, and you see the whole interior treatment is just amazing. So here you can see the seats look absolutely beautiful. Now obviously they are AMG performance seats, and it gets something known as air scarf technology. What is air scarf? So it actually has heating here, separate button for the same. So it produces heat from here to really give you an experience of driving a convertible in a cold environment. You got red seat belts. It says pre-safe right there. And the glove box is a little too chintu. You just can keep some papers. That's about it. Got this beautiful red stitching and you know, this velvet touch as well. Seats are super comfortable. Like, they are awesome in terms of side bolstering as well. AMG is written, just in case you forget, you are in a very expensive Mercedes car. And obviously you've got frameless doors as well. Now we have opened this thing right now, so I'm so sorry, I have to clear my mess first, otherwise someone else will only drive over it. Neha was about to do it. So from the front with the doors open, it looks really slick and nice. From the rear as well, oh, I forgot to show you this. Yeah, this is actually functional. I hope so. Anyways, coming to the rear, here we are. And looks super beautiful. Only thing it misses out on is gullwing doors. It should have got gullwing doors. Mercedes, you can charge us 50 lakhs more for gullwing doors. We were ready to pay for it, but please give us gullwing doors. Getting inside the car, first and foremost, is not an easy task. Okay, both the front seats, obviously, and it is obvious, both the front seats get electric adjust, but there's not much space for you to move the seat. So, you know, even if I want to move the seat, here, I pressed the button. That's about it. It can't go into the boot now, can it? So space is a bit of a constraint. The seat actually rises up, and the problem is when you push the seat all the way behind, it's going to scrub against the body mechanism, and then it's going to make noises which you would not like. So you can increase the under thigh support as well. So a lot of adjustment for, you know, lateral support and whatnot. And they are memory seats, but you know, you can save up to 2 people settings, 3 people settings. Actually, you can't see it. It's so hidden somehow. It's so secretive, this whole memory seat and electric seat stuff. Meanwhile, you've got beautiful pedals. This is the electric parking brake. This is the button to open the boot. This is for the headlight, and this is for the fog light. Love the treatment on the vehicle. There are no door pockets as such. That's a very chintu door pocket. These are the controls for the power windows. And sorry, yeah, only front to power windows and rear, not the rear power windows because there's no rear power window, but this is for the outside rear view mirror controls. This is the Burmester sound system speaker, and obviously the lock and unlock button. Now, this is the same thing on the left side as well. The speaker as well as the button. Steering looks beautiful. It gets the flat bottom steering. It says AMG right there. And the center console actually looks like a V8. That's how cool it is. First and foremost, let's open this storage space because there's very little storage space. The twin glares here along with 2 USB slots and an SD card slot. Now, it obviously gets keyless entry. Once again, I'm just getting inside. But you know, so that you don't misplace the key, you can put it here as well. Yeah, that's also cool. There, you can turn on the vehicle using that. That's cool as well. But obviously, you can press the engine start stop button right there. Meanwhile, there are twin cup holders. There's a cigarette lighter here. Yeah, there's a cigarette lighter, and you can close this, but you know, you have to pull it out actually. Otherwise, in most of the luxury cars, you just press it and it comes out. But here, yeah, this is how it shuts. Okay, we just keep it shut for the moment because it looks better that way. So when you press this button, there, it does a full swipe up, and yeah, that's how the ignition, that's how it turns on. The screen is an 8.4-inch screen. It's known as the Command Online system. It's an old screen. It doesn't get touchscreen. Now Mercedes has obviously updated the car for 2020 as well with a lot more features. You get a bigger screen. You get a fully digital instrument cluster as well. And there are 4 AC vents in the center. This is the control for seat heating. This is the control for the air scarf that is heating over there. Meanwhile, this is to deploy the spoiler, and this is the hazard light button. This is to turn off parking sensors, and this is the same for the seat and the air scarf for the driver's side. Now, all these controls are for the air conditioning, and these are the controls for the multi-information display, so you can browse through that. Let me get inside completely. Seats are very comfortable, no doubt, but there's just a lack of space somehow. So doors shut with a proper thud, and there the steering wheel comes down. Lot of thoughtful touch in that sense. Plenty of headroom on offer, like the sky is the limit when the roof is down in terms of headroom. Auto dimming inside rear view mirror controls for the lights, and this is to open or close this roof. Yeah, these are the controls for the lights, and this thing obviously has a mirror and a light as well on the top. Same is the case here as well. There's a mirror along with a light. So this thing is actually slotted right inside, which is cool. Now there are a lot of buttons. Now this is actually to turn on this screen, and also to turn it off, and for volume. This is for manual gear shifts. This is for auto stop start system. This is for the active exhaust. It gets a proper gear lever. Yeah, there is no stock on the right side, which is usually the case in the Mercedes cars for gear selection. This is for the suspension system. So when I press this button, there it says Sport Plus, Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort. So that is for the suspension system. This is for the traction control. This is the engine start stop button, and this is the mode selector. So this is individual, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus, but there is no race mode. No race mode in an AMG is OMG, what is happening? This is obviously the cruise control switch. This is the electric adjust for the steering wheel, both for reach as well as rake, and there is this lever which is for the wipers as well as for the indicators of the vehicle. Meanwhile, you get paddle shifters, which are also nicely done. It gets the gloss black finishing too, and yeah, this dog has been roaming around everywhere. Now I'm talking about this one, and he doesn't feel fine right now, but anyways, let's focus on the car for the moment. So coming to the instrument cluster, okay, firstly, okay, here, this is the AMG mode, and you can see a lot of information here, like, you know, what is the mode, G-force meter, what is the boost pressure, engine temperature, lap timer and whatnot. When you come behind, you can go through a lot more information like navigation, radio, media, telephone, assistance, graphics, service, settings, and AMG, which we were in right now. You get into trip, it gives you information like what is the fuel economy. 3.7 kilometers per liter is what it has done since morning when we have driven 44 kilometers. Digital speedometer, odometer, trip meter, and range indicator, as well as real-time fuel efficiency meter. So a lot of information right there. So you don't really need to go to that screen. You can look everything here as well. On the left, we've got a speedometer. On the right, we've got a tachometer, and telltale lights are placed everywhere. This is the fuel meter, and this is the engine temperature meter. Rather, the most important meter in this car to tell you if the car is heating up, and you've got a temperature meter outside saying 28 degrees and the time. And on the top, you can see the gear position indicator along with telling you what mode you are in. So we went into Sport Plus. Anyways, when you shift stuff here, things change right there. So let's get into the menu. Now, I was telling you about this gear lever. This is the beautiful system, you know, easy to browse, and obviously this is the rotary dial, which is again nice. This is the star button. Star actually, you know, gets you into one of the main menus, and this is the back button. So let's see the navigation. The navigation seems nice, decent, but you know what I really like, particularly like when I get into vehicle. When I get into vehicle, okay, right now because the car has been on itself, so we'll have to reset this. Here we go. Time to reset this, which means turning off the car. Yeah, when you turn it on, it says AMG, and what I particularly like is that okay, I know command won't distract me. There are other things in this car to distract you, so the car actually drives and comes. That's super cool. And you can get into dynamic select, where it shows you a lot of cool stuff like engine data, how much power and torque is being used in real time, and you know, engine temperature and whatnot. Okay, I need to turn on the ignition to show you that display. So let's turn on the vehicle right away. There it rose to life, and there is the beautiful display. So when I get onto the throttle, it obviously shows you how much power and torque is being consumed in real time, and obviously it shows you vehicle data as well, how basically power is being channeled, and obviously how much acceleration and braking you are doing in percentage as well. So decently loaded, but it is very outdated, this whole command system. Thankfully, Mercedes has got a state-of-the-art MBUX with touch and voice commands. Hey Mercedes, hey, I'm not present in this car, can you try later? See, it doesn't work right now. Anyways, all that has to be spoken about this car has been spoken about. The good thing is that the seats are extremely comfortable, although space is not much inside this vehicle, and you can feel a little claustrophobic with the roof up, but with the roof down, there's unlimited headroom. See the amount of headroom on offer, and see the amount of sweat on my face right now. I know it is the time to get driving, so let's get going right away. अरे बॉस बंद है पूरी रूफ अच्छे से. नो लैग, clear cut pull all the way to almost 7,000 rpm, and it just does not stop there. It keeps pulling and pulling. Fuel economy is 4 kilometers per liter.